Op4 TV. I am your host, Uncle Bill from the BX. Today I got my guy with me. Y'all HR. A lot of y'all HR people out there came up under this, brother. Y'all came up under this, brother. In the army, you want to talk about, we're going to talk about top 5 influential, but if you talk about the Army, top 5 influential, ooh, a lot of y'all young NCOs out there right now. Y'all know this guy. Y'all know this guy. He gets it done in the HR side. He's always been an Army athlete, easily top 5. Like I said, my guy, Coach Weez. What's good, champ?
What's good, bro? What's good, man? Living.
Hey, ain't nothing. How you been?
Good, man. Living this retired life, trying to get right.
I see you.
Yeah.
I see your joint is all black though. Mine's ain't, you know what I'm saying? I ain't.
Yeah. Hey, I'm trying to keep the grays out, man. I'm trying to relax, keep the grays out.
I gotta get the brush and get the cocoa bean in there, like my man Mike Lowry.
Yeah.
Get the cocoa bean, baby.
I keep the oil in there.
Oh, you got to. Got to. Yeah. You got to do the oil, man. What's good with you though, man? You enjoy retired life?
Man, loving it, man. Loving Texas. This Texas heat ain't no joke, but other than that, it's beautiful out here, man. It's, you know what I'm saying? It's a lovely thing. I'm living in Military City. That's what they call San Antonio. So, it's a beautiful support out here. So,
something now that I think about it, that with the Alamo and all of that, San Antonio is absolutely a military city.
Yeah, that's one of they got many nicknames, but that's one of their nicknames. Military City, Alamo City, River City. You know what I'm saying? They got a few of them.
Man, the boys getting big.
Yeah, definitely, man. Jeremiah, playing football, running back, linebacker, semi-playing linebacker. They getting a lot of notice here now. Jeremiah had a good game against a great opponent yesterday. The Outlaws scored some good touchdowns. So, sky's the limit for them. I hope they keep their work ethic. That's the big thing. Talent, talent is one thing, but you got to have that hard work to go along with it. You know what I'm saying? Because hard work beat talent when talent don't work hard.
Hey, you got to teach these kids, man. I love it. I love when I see what you're doing, man. I love seeing how you you don't just engage with the kids too. And we're going to get into our topic here in one second, but you engage with the parents.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think that's just in a lot of ways, I think that's equally as important because a lot of times if you can have a football practice, the kids are going to learn something. But if you could be so positive and so influential that the parents can go home and they can learn something and they can go take that home and reinforce it to the kids, your next practice, you're going to have a better athlete on your hands. How you feel about that?
Man, absolutely, man, because it like the old folks used to say, it take a village, right? You know what I'm saying? And that, you know what I'm saying? And that village, it starts with each and every one of us. When we telling the parent, when I'm telling a kid something on the field, we work together. It's a team effort. I got a kid. He come to practice every day. He been to the last 2 games. He haven't been able to get in the game because he ain't acting right in school. So he been the water boy the last 2 games. But to me, it's bigger than football. He learning a life lesson right now because when he gets to school, you got to have that 2.0. You got to have those grades. You got to get, and if you want to go to D1, you got to have even higher GPA. You know what I'm saying? So, he learning that lesson now where he in the 5th grade, 6th grade, when I can let him play easily.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We can let him play, but it's bigger than that. Any starting middle linebacker.
Damn.
So it ain't like he no slouch. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we had a game. It was 4th and 1 2 weeks ago. He stuffed the run in the middle. You know what I'm saying? The running back on 4th down. So I can use him. Trust me. It ain't just about. It ain't just about. You know what I'm saying? It's not about me. It's about we. You know what I'm saying? How we can get better as a community. And now that young man learning a lesson, hey, I'm letting my brothers down right now because I haven't been on the field. So now everything got to shift. You know what I'm saying?
I think what that also does, just by doing that one simple move, like you say, you bench the kid because of his grades, and he's a stud on top of that. Now, when you do that, what you're doing is you're building culture.
Right.
Building a winning culture. You know what I'm saying? You may lose a game here and there, a close one where he could have helped and it would have made a difference on your record. But when you build a winning culture, you're looking at the long run. You know what I'm saying? In the long run. I still, I'm an old man, but I still get engaged in my sports. I still play softball. I see the
home runs.
You see me?
Yeah.
I still be hooping too, you know what I'm saying? I hoop with the older heads though, you know what I'm saying? I don't hoop with the unlimited no more. I'm 30 and over strictly now, you know what I'm saying? Strictly 30 and over. Somebody on there, someone on the floor 28, I'll go sit down. Like, how old is he? He 28? Nah, I'm good. Y'all got it. Y'all got it. Y'all
yeah,
got it.
yeah. You want to run and jump. We just want to, hey, we want to shoot jump shots.
That's it. Wide open layups only.
Right.
Wide open layups only. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody trying to block my shot and falling on me. None of that.
I don't want to go in the paint and go to block a shot and this dude Euro step and me and my guys, we don't even got the hip strength. The hip flex is the Euro step like that. Euro steps be looking real slow and lethargic.
Yeah, I gotta get back in my yoga to do that. I gotta get my yoga going.
Yo, how long you was still dunking up until like what age? How long was you still dunking up?
Probably about 35, 36.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
After 35, 36, boy, it start going downhill after that.
Man, I see now. I see my athleticism can peak like seasonally. So like this summer, it was really hot out, really nice. Gym was warm and muggy. I got up there and just finger roll it at the oh shit, I'm tripping. And you just finger roll it at the rim. Just let them know. Look.
Look, it's still there.
If I wanted to go crazy on y'all gotta chill. Yeah.
I do it every once in a while just to show them, but I like, I'm not too much. Hey, you gotta be real good. I gotta have my sleeves on my knees. You know what I'm saying? As long as I got my sleeves on, if I don't bring my sleeves, you know, ain't no strong layups.
So come on, man. Let's get into it. Football season's here. I got Coach Weez on with me. Top 5 influential football players of all time. Who you got?
So influential football players of all time. You know what I'm saying? I gotta start with my man Dion. You know what I'm saying?
He's on my list too. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Dion, and it ain't just what he's doing recently. Even as a player, he was big for the culture. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, Dion came out with the bling. Yo, when he went, even when he went to the combine, hey, hold my chain for a minute.
The good curl. Good curl. He had the good curl. His curl. He didn't have the Luther Vandross.
Like, glow.
Yeah, it was wet, but it ain't drip.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like there's somebody out there responsible for that. We need to shout them out because that curl was
the right moisture. He had just the right moisture. Dion was Willie Beeman before Willie Beeman. You know what I'm saying? Like, he came out, he was in the music videos, Angle and Hammer. He was a whole different vibe, man.
The struts into the end zone, right? The way he carried the ball. Dion got kids who still play to this day. But most notably, his kids were guys like he's the first shutdown corner. So what are we even talking about?
Absolutely.
We're talking about Darrell Revis is the Dion child. Pac-Man was a Dion child. I think Ed Reed in a lot of ways, even though he played safety.
He was a ball hawk, man.
But Ed Reed's a Dion child, if you really think about it. You know what I'm saying? They didn't play the same position, but what he brought to the game as far as his like strategically and athletically, kind of a Dion.
Yeah, Dion, and then just the stock palette, you know what I'm saying? What he's doing now just adds to the culture even more, man. Man, it gives me chills sometimes hearing how he's talking to these young black men at the HBCU, you know what I'm saying, bringing that back, because I know, you know, my daddy told me, you know what I'm saying, my first game was a Circle City Classic, which was an HBCU. Jerry Rice was in college at the time. You know, it was my first football game, man. You know what I'm saying? And to me, that's big to have somebody, you know, go back into that culture and bringing that back. And the way he feeds and gives his energy into them kids, man, that's everything to me, man.
So let's talk about it, because Jerry Rice HBCUs, Dion HBCUs, you got your young boys is coming up, man. If they get the opportunity, what you want to do?
And I tell them, you know what I'm saying, this is my thing, because I don't want to be, I'm not one of those guys that, you know, I'm not living through my kids. You know what I'm saying? I had my time. My time was great. I did what I did. I played where I played. So I'm more want them to follow their heart and whatever, you know what I'm saying, whatever they desire. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that's where you want to go with it, man, go with it. And, you know what I'm saying? If you want to go, if you got the opportunity to go D1 and that's what you want to do that. But wherever you know what I'm saying, whatever your heart is telling you, do that. And make sure you're going somewhere where you're going to be happy. You know what I'm saying? Not just, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, it's the love of the game. At the, like, you know what I'm saying, that I love. And I want them to keep that love. You know what I'm saying? Like my son, when we get off here, me and him about to sit and watch football all day. You know what I'm saying? He got that. He has that love and that passion for the game. He played mad, and he, you know, like I walk in his room right now. He watched the football highlights from 10 years ago, 20 years ago. You know, we was talking.
They got it good. We had to watch NFL. We had to watch NFL
YouTube,
Sims.
I wish we had YouTube, man.
Oh my God.
Hey, we was talking the other day, and he was talking about a Ray Lewis tackle. I was like, you was barely alive for Ray
Lewis. Fam, do you understand what I would have did as a kid if I could have went in my phone, on Twitter, on Instagram, and sent a message to Jerry Rice?
Man.
Come on, let's get into it. Jerry Rice, for me, is a top 5 influential football player because before him, wide receivers wasn't taking those slant routes and turning them upfield going 80 yards for touchdowns.
Yeah,
Then Swan wasn't doing that. Steve Largent wasn't doing that. That's a Jerry Rice thing.
Yeah, that's definitely a Jerry Rice thing. So when Jerry Rice, man, the first thing that always come to mind when you talk about Jerry Rice is the heels. You know what I'm saying? And I just think that his work ethic is what made him a different type of player, man. And I always loved Jerry. A lot of people got him as number 1, but my number 2 guy in my top 5 for me is Randy Moss. Because and this is why I go Randy, bruh. Anytime your name become an adjective, you suck, bruh. You did something. Like to this day,
he mossed them.
Hey, to this day, kids they need to watch Randy Moss. They out there. I go to 7-on-7 games. I go to football games all around Texas, high school games. If you catch the ball over somebody, they just got mossed. They ain't even watch Randy Moss, bro.
Randy Moss is Jerry Rice, baby. Wasn't nobody taking those post routes before Jerry Rice wasn't even a thing. He ran 3 of them things off on the Denver Broncos in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but at the same time, ain't nobody going, you been riced. They saying you got moss. You know what I'm saying? It's like when the student become the master. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, at some level, hey, you are the master. You taught me. I learned from you. But now I'm gonna take it to the next level. Same way, you know what I'm saying? Same way I feel about MJ and Kobe. You know what I'm saying? Kobe took everything MJ did and added a 3-point shot to it. You know what I'm saying? He mastered MJ's moves. He did them just like MJ. And don't get me twisted, MJ. But you know what I'm saying? You study the greats to become great. You know what I'm saying? So,
but to me, I can't put, even though if you go around the league now, you see Kobe got kids all around the league.
Devin Booker, absolutely. You got Tatum, Booker,
Kyrie. But like you said, they came. Kobe came from MJ. MJ came from Dr. J.
Absolutely.
MJ came from Dr. J. Dr. J came from Elgin Baylor. We over here talking about the Euro step, but Elgin Baylor was doing that.
Yeah,
so I don't
absolutely.
know. And Dr. J took it from him. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how it became a Euro step.
When they was doing it, everybody couldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference. Now they try to get it. Like even Kobe kind of like Moss to me though. People, hey, at the last when you about to hit the buzzer, people like Kobe. You know what I'm saying?
You're not wrong.
Like when you get that adjective behind your name, you know what I'm saying? It changed the game. And, Randy Moss. You know what I'm saying? Randy Moss. Those 3 receivers. You can argue T.O., Randy Moss, and Rice. They all had their own different influences and their own different style that was big on the culture.
T.O. and Randy Moss added a different element to it when they added because of that height. You know
right.
Jerry Rice was tall. He was tall. In his day, he was tall for, in '85 when he was drafted, he was tall for a wide receiver at 6'2". That was a big guy. But when you got these dudes coming in here 6'4", 6'5", with like legit wingspans,
right?
I just a Randy Moss catch radius.
Ridiculous, man.
Come on, man. And he was gonna bring it in. Now T.O. was like 70-30. We don't know.
Catch it over his shoulder, it might be a problem. Yeah.
We don't know.
They're the ones that keep T.O. the trouble when he got to look back and catch it over his shoulder.
He had to watch the ball. I never understood how a guy played basketball. All this athleticism, huge mitts to bring the ball in with.
Didn't watch it into his hands though. Hey, that's the first thing you learn as a young football player. Watch the ball all the way into your hands.
On Coach Weez's team, they learned that. I'm ready for you to bring me out there as a coach too, man. Come on, Uncle Bill, Coach Uncle Bill, yo. I get out there and work with them receivers. Hey, if it's above the waist, we thumbs.
Hey, look, I always say,
Coach Bill, come out there.
If you want to see a good football player, you gotta look at his hands. He gotta have at least one messed up finger. You know what I'm saying? If he ain't got one messed up finger, he don't know nothing about football, bro.
Nah, what's my man? Played all those years for the Rams. His joints is mangled. Oh man, I can't forget his name. I'm gonna get his name. We'll come right back to it. All right, defensive side of the ball, Lawrence Taylor.
Oh, hey,
nobody more.
There's a lot of players that are babies of LT. LT was like that. He was the first real defensive player that was out there just could shut a team down by himself. Like we had the game plan on how we gonna block LT. Hey, if we going in this game, we got to make sure that every play we got something for him. You know what I'm saying? Because he'll wreck our day if we don't. You know what I'm saying?
Even some of the moves that he introduced to the game, when quarterbacks would cock that arm back and he come from behind him and swat that shit down.
That club.
And now everybody is punching and swatting at the ball.
Yeah,
now it's a thing. Now it's a thing. These guys are revving up and they throwing left hooks and right hooks.
Hey, they come at the ball first. They look like a boxer there. I'm like, man, they like catch you in the side. Like, they
like UFC fighters. They use one hand to get a hold of you. Then they get an underhook right here, and then before they bring you to the ground, bah! I'm like, golly, it used to be football.
Yeah, it became MMA now. You know what I'm saying?
and we talking about speed. Defensive guys didn't have speed like LT had speed before LT had speed.
Yeah, he made the game scary for a lot of offensive players, a lot of quarterbacks.
Oh my God! I believe to this day, Joe Theismann. That's some of my earliest memories as a kid watching Monday Night Football and Lawrence Taylor breaking that leg and that joint snap, crackle, pop.
And he probably to this day he's mad at him. He's like, man, this dude, why my tackle couldn't block him, man? Like,
why my tackle and tight end couldn't block him?
Yeah, together. You know what I'm saying? The two of y'all couldn't stop him. You know what I'm saying?
Talk about kids he had around the league. He had kids while he was still playing. God rest his soul. Derek Thomas was a LT baby. Tons of guys out there.
Reggie White,
even though he played defensive end, they didn't play the same position. And that's what I mean. That's what I mean when I say influential. Guys who just changed the game. They made it so that
it's so number 3 for me. I'm going defense too. I say Ray Lewis.
Okay.
And the reason I say Ray Lewis is because of the adversity Ray Lewis went through. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Ray Lewis went through a lot. And what he went through, to me, you know what I'm saying, and still being able to play football at the high rate and intensity level he did, like hearing him speak, man, Ray Lewis is one of those guys, he gives you chills, man.
Oh, Pastor
Ray. You know what I'm saying? But his passion, I don't think there's ever been a guy more passionate than Ray Lewis, man.
Who is kids out there, though? Who the babies of Ray Lewis out there right now?
Man, the babies of Ray Lewis, man. Let me see.
Who's the linebacker for Chicago they had? Who was on the down for a couple of years?
It was for a while, because Suggs was the original Ray Lewis, baby.
Oh yeah,
he moved.
Shout out to Terrell Suggs. He don't live too far from me, for real.
Yeah, and Bart Scott. You know what I'm saying? He brought that defense. He took that defense under his wing, and like he made some of them players what they were. You were talking about Brian Urlacher.
Okay, Brian Urlacher, definitely a Ray Lewis, baby. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Guys who studied the game, they put that work in and was able to really break down an offense. The guys running out there getting 20 tackles a game.
Right.
Guys who led defenses.
Luke Kuechly was one of those guys.
Yeah.
Luke Kuechly, you be called like I didn't see where the offense is calling the play. He changing the defense right with the offense. Mm-hmm. You audible. We go, hey, we'll do this to the clock run out. We win. we go audible all the way down to the clock run out. When the clock run out, hey, we gonna make a play.
Well, I live out here. I live out here in Baltimore County, and Ray Lewis got I was just asking you who his kids are in football, but he got real life kids running around out here in the city all the time. Like,
I watched some videos of one of his sons playing running back. He was doing it. But this was right before COVID. I'm interested in what happened to him because I know COVID happened. COVID kind of messed a lot of things up, with some of them young players
in the north. Y'all cats down there in Texas, y'all never stop. Texas, Florida, y'all never cared.
No. We play football through COVID.
Tackling with your mask on, shorty. You good?
Hey, as long as you got your mask on, you can tackle. Hey, they come to the sideline. We hit them a little sanitizer. They rub their hands together and go. Hey, get out there and make a play, bro. hey, we making tackles, not excuses.
Hey, yo, I love it. We making tackles, not excuses. That's the name of this episode right here. We making tackles, not excuses. What was you talking about, dummy?
Yeah.
Man, listen. Hey, we done went through a couple of different. We talk about offense guys. We talk about defensive guys. We gotta get into the most important position in the field, quarterback. For me, I got Warren Moon. A lot of people don't remember Warren Moon, but Warren Moon. All these quarterbacks today are Warren Moon's kids because my man ran the first one to legit run a run and shoot offense.
Right.
Full time, like never under center.
So my last two guys are quarterbacks, and they quarterbacks, but they for different reasons. Okay. So I'm gonna give you both of them, and kind of hit you with both of them at the same time. So my last two guys is Mike Vick and Colin Kaepernick.
Oh, see, I had Mike Vick on my joint too. I love it. Yes, sir. And I definitely, I rocks with Cap. Don't even play with me, boy.
Yeah. So
I rocks with Cap. Light-skinned nigga with tattoos running crazy on Green Bay.
Hey, for real. The reason I say Vic, like, don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? We did have the Culpeppers and the McNairs, the McNabbs of the world. We had all those guys. But when Vic did it, it was different, bro. When Vic did it, it was electrifying. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He held the ball like it was a piece of bread. But he was out there. Hey, he was out there. Even when you see like Lamar Jackson, Murray, even Russell Wilson, these guys is real big babies.
Those there,
they out there. They out there like a joystick, bro. They R2L2, left, right. You know what I'm saying? They put in codes, man.
I think Andy Reid learned his lesson, and that's why he was able to do so well up in Kansas City. With, you know what I'm saying? It's
Mahomes from his McNabb days.
And he because of that influence, he understood. He learned something while we deal with Michael Vick though. He got Michael Vick in the later years, the post jail Michael Vick. He learned something, and he brought that to what he had with Mahomes. So Mahomes easily could have came out here and been a more run and gun type quarterback, but
save your body, man. Save your body. Play for a long time, like the Tom Brady's and the Peyton Mannings of the world.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, those guys is great. You know what I'm saying? They do their thing too. I love, I'm a Colts fan, so I love me some Peyton Manning. But watching Michael Vick, it was something different. And then for him to be punished and go to jail for what he went to jail for, and then turn around and get back in the league. You know what I'm saying?
And like, get another $100 million contract. Stop playing, boy.
That sends a message to people like, hey, no matter what go on in your life, man, you're going to have trials and tribulations. You're going to have to go through things. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get knocked down. But how are you going to respond to that? How are you going to get back? Are you going to get knocked down? You're going to stay on your tush? Are you going to get up and you're going to get back in the fight and work hard to get back to where you want? Because it's going to be people that don't want you to have what you have. People gonna see that they're gonna attack you. You know what I'm saying? Like what did Denzel tell Will Smith? The devil attacks you most when you at your highest point.
All our listeners know right now that you're a good coach for these kids, because if you never made it clear that you're a good coach for these kids, you say you get knocked down, you're gonna stay in your tush. That's mean you coaching these kids, you're not even cussing at them. You out here you out here bringing good Christian values to these households and these kids.
Hey, man, I became the king of filler words, man. hey, you gotta set the example. Hey, I tell the kids, there's a time and place for everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? I do my cussing. I do my fair share too. But you gotta, at some point, you gotta be a professional and be able to articulate yourself. I'm like, you ain't gonna be able to get. If you want to go D1, you want to sit on that stage and they asking you questions. You can't be like up there, motherfucking niggas ain't da 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 da. Like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you ain't gonna be up there very long. You do some stuff like that. So you gotta have some control and be able to articulate yourself and be able to speak well. You know what I'm saying? And get your point across without, you know what I'm saying, using those, you know what I'm saying, explicit, you know, terms and,
yes,
you know what I'm saying, both language.
And you put that and you sprinkled all of that throughout your military career in the NCO Academy. And now the Son Allen babies is running around out there leading the world, leading the charge. And your influence will be forever, man, because they're going to influence the next generation. And then they're going to influence the next generation, man. Come on, man.
And that's what it's all about. Hey, Tupac said, hey, I might not change the world, but I might touch the mind of the person who does. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, so if you feeding into enough people, man, like, you know what I'm saying, that's what it's all about, man. Trying to make that change, trying to make that influence throughout the ranks, man.
And I love that we man, you ended with two great black quarterbacks, Colin Kaepernick, and Colin Kaepernick's influence on the league to me has been his influence started with the league and then it moved around the world. Like all the stuff Cap was saying, you know what I'm saying? All the stuff Cap was saying, Black Lives Matter, defund the police, the NFL had to reiterate. And I turned on football this year, and you see everybody's moving away from all of that. You know what I'm saying? They are completely washing away the Cap's existence, his influence, and they are just moving on. Yeah, they are moving on with life as we knew it, you know, prior to 2014. And I think this year the NFL is going to be back bigger and stronger than ever. But you can't sit here and tell me that these quarterbacks, you can't tell me right now, Joe Flacco wasn't better than Kaepernick in 2014. So you can't tell me he's better than you can't tell me he's better than Kaepernick right now. Jacoby Brissett is good, but he is not better than Kaepernick.
Kobe Brissett is the ultimate backup man. If you want a backup quarterback, go get Kobe Brissett. He's a great backup quarterback. He's one of those guys that, hey, if we need a backup, this is our guy right here. You know what I'm saying? If something happens, we're gonna keep him on the squad. But to sit there and say he's better than Cat, is Cat. Hey, is what the kids say.
The dude down in Carolina right now who came from Cleveland, not better than Kaepernick. At one point in time, he could have probably been right now better than him because he's younger, and I get it, he's younger, he's strong, and all of that stuff. But right now, his confidence is shaking. And if we anything about
Cleveland did him wrong, man.
Yeah.
I like how do you be a loser franchise for all these years? A quarterback comes in and takes you to the playoffs, and you show him no loyalty. Like that's why orgs like that never have any longevity, man. Yeah. Because you got to show some loyalty to that man who got you to the playoffs after. I don't care what else was going on. Y'all, the Cleveland slump, everybody know about it, man. y'all was one of the worst teams for so many years. Like, and just to turn and say, "Oh man, like I get it. I get what Watson is. He's another big baby. I get it. You know what I'm saying? He's an electrifying player. But at the same time, you could have built around Baker. You could have let him. You know what I'm saying? You could have got him some more weapons. You know what I'm saying? Like
the Washington football team, Washington Commanders, whatever you want to call them, they haven't had a quarterback better than Colin Kaepernick.
Absolutely not.
And I'm talking about Colin Kaepernick right now, 34 years old, 35 years old, whatever he is. Right now, he's walking on that field and he's being better than every quarterback they have had in years.
Hey, look, Cowboy fans ain't gonna like it, but half the time he better than Dak. Dak can't stay on the field. Dak is a walking injury. I can't remember last time I seen Dak play a complete season.
Yeah, he stay on profile, you heard?
Man, stay on profile, boy. In a minute, they're gonna have to check him for malingering.
Man, Zoom about to shut us down. Any shout outs, anybody you want to give out there?
Yeah, shout out to the Alamo City Coast, and the Gridiron League here in Texas. Love my kids, love my squad, love my team. I appreciate you having me on today, bro.
No, thank you for coming on, man. It's been a long time coming, man. We're making this happen. Hey, keep doing your thing, keep posting. I love seeing about you and them boys, man, and your questions and the things, your comments you say on social media are definitely influential, and I appreciate them, man. They motivate me. You inspire me for real, King. Thank you.
Hey, love, bro.
Hey, we out here.
Hey, let's see. Touch your horseshoes up. Touch your horseshoes up. Hey, let's see. For your Alamo City Coast. W's is all I know. You don't want to see us running up the scope. Already, man, busting through the dope. W's is all I know. You don't want to see us running up the scope. Already, man, busting through the dope. Let's go, let's go. DP, you gotta stand on that. 1v1 is head tops. Ain't no running it back. Unless I got a pick six, then I'm running it back. Chain, please, I made them freeze up, slow to react. Juke moves pouring out of my sleeves. Your people came, well, guess what? They're about to leave. Top of the food chain and the league. That's ACC, the act way, leaving no room to breathe. What you say? Hey, see. What you say, fellas? Hey, see. Hey, see.
I want y'all to play like every single one of y'all is 6'5", 205 pounds. Y'all understand me? Yes, sir. Y'all understand me? Yes, sir. It's not about your size. It's about your heart, your mentality. How you gonna walk out to the field? That's what it's about. Dominating isn't about if you 7'9" or if you 5'4". You should come out with the same heart and the same mentality. Y'all understand me?